Island Cruising concept. Not a project, but an idea from Bénéteau. But let's go discover what it's all about. Nautical in a nutshell, follow us. Basically, the Beneteau Group, being capable of building and having both the finances and the technological capabilities to produce ideas, created this concept and brought it to life in the truest sense of the word from where it all started. From the fact that all Beneteau boats from the Beneteau Group, therefore Genoa Beneteau, and all 19 brands that are part of it are equipped with the Seanapps system that monitors the boat's data. So this huge database of boats in circulation, of fleets of boats in circulation, gives a series of numbers on the hours of navigation, where they sail, how much they sail, how long the engine stays on, how long people stay on board the boat. So a huge amount of real data on the use of boats. So by mixing and averaging all the data, it became clear that most people, or rather, this is the result of the majority of the cross-reference data. So we have a boat that is a catamaran in the back half. The back half, so the stern, while at the bow there is a unique bow. Why do the data tell us that there is a good average of willpower between having a catamaran and having a boat with a monohull? A catamaran has been created that ends up as a monohull. And it's a completely different concept. Obviously it's a concept, so that doesn't mean it's a production boat. But it's an experiment to see if the ideas are valid and can be utilized. Absolutely. Let's also take a look at the boat's interiors and how people typically use boats. Another thing that boat owners wanted is a covered passage. So we have the square that completely covers the entire boat in the central area. We no longer have an external side walkway to the square, but we have it inside to access the bow directly from this position. Let's also explore the sleeping area, the cabins, to see how they have been designed based on the usage and desires of the boat owners. Of Europe, at the bow we have an owner's cabin that is divided into two parts, so it automatically becomes two cabins, two twin cabins, each with its own bathroom. The spaces are comfortable. They preferred to have a higher number of cabins rather than having larger cabins, so it's always a matter of the boat owners and sailors' desire to have many private spaces for families or couples who might even have multiple couples living on board the boat. The central cabins, the other two, are still two twin cabins, so we have 4 cabins and 4 bathrooms. An excellent solution to maximize the use of space for each family unit. Of course, the whole discussion had to evolve as well. As I mentioned at the beginning, it's quite a strange boat, even in its hull design. In fact, in this area, we have the 2 classic hulls of the catamaran. The engines are 2 pods positioned right at the stern, 1 on each hull. They are controlled both electrically and by a generator that charges the battery pack. Since autonomy is highly sought after, the environmental impact of our yachts and boats in the world and at sea is a very important topic, and thankfully, it's been taken very seriously lately. This boat has also been designed to have minimal impact, so it can run for 2.5 hours at 7 knots in full electric mode. So it could increase even more with an additional battery pack, but this setup already allows it to navigate in marine parks for 2.5 hours without any issues in fully electric mode. This is a bit of a different snippet than usual because I haven't explained something that exists, but I have explained what the Beneteau Group has created to demonstrate. Even touching it with your hands, that's what most people have in mind as their desire. So this boat was designed specifically for this purpose. If you have any comments to make, even funny ones, not vulgar, but definitely something that could help increase the understanding of how boats are used, you should just write it right down here in the video. If you don't want to miss any of our quick nautical insights, sea trials, or everything we do, all you have to do is subscribe to this channel. From a beautiful boat in Düsseldorf 2025, all I have left to say is fair winds and also always to the weather.